teacher and good evening class. Today we are going to study unit 3 that I'm going to respond about approach, method and technique. So before we are going to what? To clarify about this meaning, I want all of you to know the definition of it. To me, what I have read approach is the way of dealing situation, like the way that we try to deal the situation problem, to solve the problem. And method is the way that we start to exercise how to do that after we found the problem, how to do with that. And the last technique is the last way, the last like is after we found the way how to do, and what we need to do next is exercise or action like that. So I'm going to give you an example about the approach that we have studied and survey about one survey that talk about student working and learning. And I have found that student working and learning have like a few or several problems that are feeling bored, feeling stressed, exhausted. Sometimes they can be a physical problem. So after we found the problem from the approach, we need to jump us to the measure that how to solve that problem that we have found. Like after we work and learn at the same time, we have feeling stressed, no time to relax, and sometimes exhausted. After we leave from work, we come to study, so we have no feeling because we spend a full day of working. So when we come to study, to me sometimes we sleepy like that, and the feeling is outside, not in the class, or it's not involved with the lesson. So what we need to do is try to take it easy, don't make it complete. Like we have work in the we have many work at the school. We do it. After we finish, we do it our own like assignment, homework like that. So step by step. And the technique, the last technique that is when we start from the method, like we do it one by one. So we're gonna show the action. Like we're gonna set the schedule for ourselves. Like from this time to this time we do this, and from that time to this time we do this. So this is the way to show up, and it will become like you will feel better than before. So if you yourself know that who you are and you want to get away from this problem, it's really better for you. So my point is really thank you. I'm good evening teacher and good evening our classmates. For my point talk about the changing winds and shifting sand. Yes, for this point has the Albert Medward in 1972. In this point, it talks about saw this changing winds and sucking sand. And changing wind and sucking sand, it means as the cyclical pattern in which a new method image about every quarter of a country. In principle, it's a new method from the old, but took with the sum of the positive aspects of the previous practices. Next point.
That's it?
Next point, teacher. One point. What about grammar? Grammar. Hey.
What is it?
The first good evening and hello everyone. Today I I will explain you about going and the survey method. Before I going to explain you about the going and the survey method, I just want you to clear about the history and the meaning of going method. Just like going method his history just began the lab in 1980s. That the founder is Going Francois. The founder is Francois Going. He is a French teacher, and I just want you know how to use about Going method and Going method used for what. About Going, it just use it used to have and development of language teaching method, and it can use for the language learning. The language learning in primarily a matter of transforming perception into conception. And the second point about the survey method. The survey method was created that touched the learner directly, meaning without translation, and conceptually without grammatical rules and explanation. That's it.
That's it, right? Okay, good, thank you.
So, good evening, teacher and all friends. Today we are here again and explain you about what is the point 3 or point 3 of the chapter 3 that we talk about the direct method. The direct method, that is, you can say the way or the method, one method that we learn about is something like the lot of oral interaction. That means the way we learn face to face with student and teacher. And one more thing that we now learn about the way that we translation or anything like in the difficult way of sometimes like can be the way that we analyze this, the grammatical rule. That means we learn about what is the target language or what is the direct objective or what is specific plan that we want to call. And it is like I can say that myself I want to be an example, just as I can be or you teacher or can be a substitute teacher, that who are all of you that is my student. And then the day I just bring the method to teach you about what is the everyday, can we talk about a vocab or something, the way we speak or we have the oral communication. I mean, talk about the way that I ask or answer the question between you and me. That I teach you and then you get what I mean and you ask me, or something else like the way we learn about something that a vocabulary, and then I try to correct your pronunciation. Like me, we learn about something, it's just the small one or the easy one, or like can be the right one that we want to focus on today. That I have a plan to teach you that like can be the everyday word, everyday vocabulary, or something like about the way that I correct you, or yes, like the way the communication or speech or whatever. Yeah, like it. That means that this, we can say that one of my thoughts that is really important for the teacher, just it to teach to the student that we inductively, that the way they teach to the student to know vocab, build up the can be the relationship with teacher, and have one more that we the way that we learn about learn a lot of oral interaction. Thank you, Chair, and all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, teacher, and good evening, everyone. Today I want to more about the also lingual.
Oh, your lingual method.
Oh yeah.
Audio lingual method, and I just show you about the history of audio lingual method from the United States. First, during the World War II, the Army Special Training Program, or more close quickly, the Army method was conducted from the U.S. military. That means during of World War II, Army special train from the United States. Mean like train. Train mean train that mean have the teacher train staff or teacher train to another army. And second, characteristic of the course is a great deal of oral activity, pronunciation, and pattern, retail, draw, and convention. Practice with we to read none of the grammar and translation from is transitional class. That means this of a character of the army that the teacher that is style of teacher learn or teach to another army about the great knowledge and make activity or make the pronunciation is that, and also practice by direct, and also conclude with a grammar can communication with another people. And the third point, the army method come to be known in the 1950s as the also lingual method. That means army method will be know clearly about the teacher teach to the army in 1955, mean 1950 to 1959. And more about the characteristic of the ALM. ALM mean
I want to know about the grammar, translation, method. So the meaning of grammar, translation method, it means that before teacher try to express the student by turn the language into the source language in order to make the student clarify and specific the meaning. And what I understand it means that the way that the teacher do is to make sure that all the students can understand not only the form and also, but also about the usage and the aspect of using the grammar. Okay.
That's it?
Today, respond about negative code learning. Negative code learning about the children occurring or that the children subconsciously occurring the system role. A proponent is a code learning methodology. See control like began in the subject more distraction role learning in two language classes.
Okay.
okay.
About the cognitive learning code about children, make to children to understand when to learning code or discussion about learning code that can make to children to understand about the learning code. What is this code? What is this? About the children can research about the matter when you study code learning. And second point, cognitive code learning was not so much measured as it was an approach that emphasis to consist awareness of role and other application to second language. The second point, this my idea that
No.
second point when you learning about code learner, it was not my major for approach that to practice about when you write code, what write code practice about another place and home and another place where you to understand or learn more about code learning. Yes, code learning to practice when practice and to understand about what when you learn the code to to second language, learning. And the last point, it was a reaction to the greatly behavioristic practice of the ALM, and ironically return to some of the practice of the grammar's translation. When you learn about cognitive code learning, you need to understand about the grammar to translation when you study cognitive code learning, because cognitive code learning learn about another language. When you study, example, when you learn code learning, but code learning is the next language, but you not is the example Khmer language. You need for understand or learn about second language, example English. This code learn about the English language grammar to understand when you write code in computer, in take note about in book, and in another that you want to write on. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, good, thank you.
And today I want to explain about what is the designer that talk about me myself of the spirited in 1970s. Yes, study I have a 5 product of spirit that I want to talk about a community language learning. And either one I can say that the classic or the basic method that we need to learn to improve the best method. That means the basic skill can say that we learn from DRL people, or they can be that they're the one that have experience like this. Yeah. And second talk about suggest of video. So of video that we talk about the way that we connect the human brain or human thinking to present the correct quality of material that giving the right condition for learning. And that means that we talk about can be like the teacher use the knowledge to present what is the right way or what is the right condition to the student, especially for the kid, for the kid place. And one more that we talk about the silent way. It is silent way that like teacher explain us a little bit, and I can touch on it. There is one that we talk about the way that the learner try to discover or can be learn it by themselves. Like like teacher said, example for the man that try to the silent way to learn about something like about herbal, like the out the spirit or the soul, to learn about something that is, we can say that it one of things that we discover to create something new by themselves, not by memorize, not by memorize or just repeat it again and again. And so can we talk about the way we accompany physical object that I can say that it's the one that we control ourselves. Yeah, buddy. And one more that talk about the way that we solving the problem involve that the material that we learn the silent way to solving the problem in your mind, or what is you want to know, and you want to find a way by only just you use that skill, the silent way. the best way to solve the problem too. Yeah. And one more talk about the total physical response. It did we talk about the way that it combines a number of other design in it is rational, principle or child language acquisition were important. That we talk about the way that we can be control or we care to the child or what is the children need. Then we need to learn about the way that how to teach or protect or whatever that we talk about the principle of child language acquisition were important like this that we got for teacher must be learned about it. They must and it helps to provide response physical response that talk about one reaching, grabbing, moving, looking and to fall. And the fifth point that we talk about the natural approach. It is that we can talk about have a three main state. That the one that talk about the pre-production state. It is that the way that we develop our skill, I mean listening skill. That teacher develop their own skill by have the good list. That means to be a good listener. That means listen from the student or that have that means improve the listening skill. Yes, to catch out what is mean, what is the child mean or what else. And one more thing that talk about the early production stage. And it's usually talk about the something that can be the error of the student that struggle language, but a teacher try to focus on the meaning that I can say that that can be like sometimes student maybe has some problem or can be out of control like this, and teacher need to find a way or have something to make the student have attention or explain to the student, especially the child, because in this part, in this point, the method that we focus on about the way we teach the children, or like the kindergarten class. And the last step that we talk about in extending production into longer structure or discover involve more complete, like the way we produce we process like the game, role play or what else to make the student learn about that we talk about that why the method of the spirit has a five point like this. Yes, so that's all my presentation. Thank you all the friend and teacher too.
Okay, good, thank you. Right?